Ciao Bella, welcome to Belluncinetto. I'm Christina and I'm so glad that you're here with me today. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. No matter how long you've been here, I always appreciate your time. I have a package today that again was in my mail hold and I'm going to share it with you all. And this is a book that I found on amigurumi.com. Now, if you don't know, there is another YouTuber in these fiber art streets that often gets books from amigurumi.com. I did not know that she was getting this book when I purchased the book. And I messaged her and I was like, guess what book I got? And she was like, I already ordered it. And I was like, okay. So I know I've seen her video. She's already shown the book. But I'm going to show it too. I ordered this again when I was in the UK. And I was talking to my friend Kay, actually, who does not have a channel, but I will link her below because she is a wonderful supporter of many channels. And she is the one who was like, oh, I came across this book. Maybe you should check it out. I know how much you like animals. And she knows how much my daughter likes animals. So she was like, maybe you could get this and make her some. I am talking about Crochet Cats and Dogs by Meteoor Books. And I have a lot of Meteoor books. I love Meteoor books when it comes to amigurumi. And I had messaged Sam when I ordered it, Sam over at Memphis Makes, and she was like, yeah, I already got it. But there was a delay in the shipping because something was wrong with the printing because it was supposed to come way sooner. Not that I would have gotten it any sooner because I sent it to my address in Sicily. So, but I have it now. So I thought we would do a little book look for the Crochet Cats and Dogs. It's 18 amigurumi patterns for pet lovers. And there's a little insert. Thank you so much for your purchase. Have fun crocheting the cats and dogs from my book, Benga. I hope that's how you say it. That's the lady who designed the patterns. This lady right here. So these are her patterns. And in the front of the book, there's yarn, weights, and materials. Talks about how these patterns are worked. Aww. Alright, so we have Molly the Beagle. Scan or visit amigurumi.com to share pictures and find inspiration. Oh, okay, so there is a QR code. Actually, I'm going to use this card to cover up the pattern. My nose itches, I'm sorry. So I can show you. So there's Molly the Beagle. And then that QR code up at the top, you can scan to share any pictures of things that you make, the patterns that you make, and find inspiration. So if you're like, I have this kind of cat or dog, but it's not this coloring, maybe someone's done it in that coloring. The beagle makes me really, really sad because it reminds me of Melly. But if you don't know who that is, Melly was a wonderful YouTuber who passed away a couple of years ago, and she had a beagle. She loved beagles so much. So this is Willow the British Shorthair. Look at that. Sometimes it truly is the eyes of something that make the project. And then we have Sophie, the cat in a sweater. Oh, my Sophia. This doesn't look like my Sophia, but that name always tugs at my heart. Cute. Then we have Oh, it shows them in lots of different colors. That's cute. Daisy the Chihuahua. This is one dog. My mom likes dogs a lot, but this is one dog she always said she would never have because apparently my grandmother, her mom, when they were growing up, had at least one Chihuahua, and she did not like, she called them yippy yappy dogs. I don't have anything against Chihuahuas. I've seen them. They can be yappy, but all dogs are gonna be vocal. So, um, we never had a Chihuahua growing up. My mom had lots of dogs over time, but never a Chihuahua. Oh my goodness, my daughter will love this. This is Bart the Corgi. She is obsessed. Obsessed. Corgis and poodles. We can't see a poodle anywhere out in public without her like squealing. We don't see corgis that often. I'm sure she would do that too. Barney the Dachshund. I have a friend here who has two Dachshunds, Lady and Bug. They're a mom and daughter combo, but they're black and tan. So maybe I'd make her some if she wanted them. Rocky the French Bulldog. That's cute. Taco the Calico. That's a cute name. One of the cats that we're looking at is not a calico, but it's like a tortoise shell. Because the difference between them is that a calico will have the three colors, right? With the orangey brown, the grayish black, whatever, and then the white. But the one that we're looking at just has the orangey grayish combo. And there is the cutest little calico kitten. Well, it's not really a kitten anymore, but it is a wild cat that's outside the house, and it is just the sweetest thing. But it is very feral to a degree, so the family next door feeds a whole bunch of cats. But I do not feed the wild cats. But it will come and sit on the porch, on the balcony, and it will let you pet it, and it's so sweet. But when it was born, it had something wrong with its eye, and it stayed that way. Like, it's never gotten better, so I feel bad for it. This is Bella, the German Shepherd. Just in looking at that one, I would probably make the snout a little bit longer. Not too much longer, but a little bit longer. Most German Shepherds I know have a really pronounced snout. That's not to say they all do, but Enzo the Husky. Oh. When my daughter used to watch Paw Patrol, she was so excited when Everest was introduced. If you don't know anything about Paw Patrol, it's a kids show where dogs are like on a rescue crew, and each dog has specific like specialties. And Everest was not part of the original Paw Patrol, but she came later, and my daughter loved her. Lexi the Labrador Retriever. Aww. When we lived in the U.S., before we moved to North Carolina, we had a chocolate lab. But sadly, she got out before we moved. She was such a good dog. She was so sweet. And then she had puppies, and we kept one of them, and my daughter named it Chocolate Cake. And it ran away with its mama. So, This is Juno the Marmalade Cat. This one is cute. This reminds me of, I had a crochet cat kit. I still have it, but I made my daughter one of the cats, and it had the little stripes like this one has. Oh, I'm going to get there eventually. This one has the little stripes down here and on its head this way. But on the one that I did for her, I did it in a rainbow colorway, so she had rainbow stripes. Because they were surface crocheted, this one looks like it's a color change. Okay, let me get that card because I dropped it. And then we have Rose, the Siamese cat. My aunt had a Siamese cat when I was growing up. No, yeah, my aunt. She had a Siamese cat. Had another cat that had another cat. It was another cat. I had another aunt that had a Persian cat. The Persian cat's name was Smokey, and it used to belong to my grandmother. This cat's name, I want to say Simone. I don't know. I could be wrong. But it was a snot of a cat. It's not nice. Neither one of them, the Persian or the Siamese. And then this is Bonnie the Saint Bernard. And this reminds me of the movie series Beethoven. If you grew up watching those, or if you saw those in the 90s. Big slobbery dog. And, okay. So then we come to the last one. This is Misty the Turkish Angora. Ooh, fancy. So, it's good. And I liked having the card so I could cover up the pattern and not have to, like, finagle the book too much. Yeah, so it ends at the pattern for that cat. So all of the instructions, tips, techniques, all of that is at the front of the book, which is kind of nice. And they do offer you pictures right here on the front cover of the book with the welcome as your table of contents, so you can see all of them right away. So that is Crochet Cats and Dogs. Oh, it's 15, not 18. When I read it earlier, I said 18, but that's a 15, not an 18. That's what I get for wearing scratched up glasses. I can't read it. So let me know what your favorite was. Let me know what you would like to make, or do any of these pets remind you of animals that you've had in the past, or animals that family members or friends have had. And at some point, I will come back and do a Label My Library with this book. But until then, be well, be safe, and be the change you wish to see in the world, everyone. Ciao bella!